Welcome back to the Daily Stack. Today, it's August 12th, 2025.
We've got fresh inflation numbers straight out of the oven. The July CPI print just landed, and with fuel for a breakout, the market's already making moves. Let's break down what the numbers really mean for crypto.
Yo, I'm stacking coins. Call me the blockchain bandit. Crypto in my wallet, got the world in my hand, kid. Yeah, it's looking dusty, man. That system's outdated.
This is not financial advice, unless your plan is to YOLO and do a coin because the mascot looks like your ex's cat. Then hey, maybe you've already accepted chaos as a lifestyle choice.
July's headline CPI came in at 0.2% month over month, keeping year-over-year pace at 2.7 core CPI, which strips out food and energy. What's next? PPI hits Thursday. If that confirms hotter prices, expect more pressure if it cools off. Bottom line, this print isn't all clear for the bulls, but it's not doomsday alarm either. It's a keep your stops tight and eyes open kind of day. Now let's go beyond the macro. While CPI was stealing the headlines this morning, crypto had some side quests that are too good to skip. Let's talk about the other plays moving the scoreboard today. First up, Circle, the stablecoin heavyweight behind USDC, just dropped its first earnings report since going public. The headline number looks ugly, 482 million net loss, but here's the twist. Revenues surged 53% year over year to 658 million, smashing the analyst expectations. The red ink? It's mostly stock-based compensation and convertible debt charges. In other words, this isn't we're bleeding out territory, it's we're paying the squad and upgrading the arena territory. In Wall Street, they like the play. The Circle stock pumped 7% in the pre-market. That's not bad for a company that literally prints dollars on chain. And then
We got Paxos. Went full big bank cosplay, applying for National Trust Bank Charter with the OCC. Translation? Stablecoin issuer wants to play nice with Washington now that the Genius Act is now law. Think less disrupt the system and more become the system. And Paxos isn't going to be the only one polishing their shoes for a meeting with the feds. Circle, USDC, and Tether, USDT, are going to have to decide if they're walking into the same room or hanging out in the hope they don't notice us corner. Even the smaller names like Gemini Dollar, GUSD, and Frax now have to choose between playing ball or getting left out of the US dollar party. And if you're wondering who's smiling the most about all this, it's Ethereum. Most of these regulated stablecoins live, breathe, and settle on ETH, or its layer 2s. More compliant coins means more transactions, more network demand, and more ETH getting burned. It's basically the blockchain version of finding out your quiet roommate just inherited a money printing machine. Speaking of regulators' favorite bedtime stories, Do Kwon is apparently ready to change his US fraud case plea to guilty. The Terraform Labs saga might finally be dragging towards the credits, but the headlines alone are enough to sour any degen's mood, or give your lawyer a heart attack. On the narrative front, coverage is calling August a tailwind month, between new retirement account policies and a steady institutional bid keeping Bitcoin near all-time highs. But as always, that optimism is only as strong as the next chart candle.
And then Ethereum just flexed on everybody. Spot ETH ETFs just saw 1 billion in inflows today alone. BlackRock Ether went full Giga Chad mode, scooping up 640 million like it was a free airdrop. Bitcoin ETFs weren't left in the corner either, pulling 178 million with iBit grabbing 138 million of the pile. But let's be honest, today it was Ethereum's day. It's proof that when Bitcoin is just focusing on having fun and playing around during the summer, Ethereum's been in the gym getting shredded, ready to play power forward for the institutions.
Oh, and a quick check on Solana's institutional adoption dream. The Rex Osprey Solana ETF just posted monthly zero net flows lately. The crowd's not stampeding in here just yet, so maybe just cool it with the institutions are coming post.
BitMine's up 65% this week, okay? It's up 1,000% since you became chairman. Respectfully, I mean, come on. What's happening with these stocks? What's happening with some of this fervor that feels like it's in the market?
BitMine is really, in a simple way, you can value it on how much Ethereum it holds. When I joined as chairman, it had $4 of Ethereum held per share. That number is well over $25 today. So the stock isn't even trading at a high multiple of its Ethereum holdings. And it's well north of 25, but
Yeah.
we've disclosed 25 previously. So it's actually, in a way, less expensive now than it was a month ago.
BitMine, Immersion Technology, just dropped a monster SEC filing. They're launching up to $200 billion in new stock sales, entirely to gobble up more Ethereum. So far, they've scooped about $5 billion worth, and they're not stopping there. Just let that sink in for a second. This is crypto money moves in real life. Since their pivot, they've basically gone from we mine coins to we are the pyramid, owning 5% of all Ethereum. That's not just a liquidity play. That's insane. For Ethereum, that's like someone erected a giant institutional megaphone. Investors should take note. This isn't some vaporware pump plan. This is a real-world bet that Ethereum will matter tenfold when institutions get serious about scaling on-chain exposure. Buy the dip crowd just met its target.
And now, meme coin mayhem. Popcat on Solana, because why not launch a high liquidity token around a cat with its mouth wide open. Big cap, thick order books, and meme potential for days. Mew, a cat in a dog's world, Solana. Imagine a feline infiltration mission into the canine-dominated meme wars. High follower count, steady volume, and just enough smug cat energy to make whiff holders nervous. Michi on Solana, smaller cap, but still pulling real volume on Radium. The art is community-driven, and the ticker's clean. And it's the kind of thing that could moon off a single viral GIF. Peng on Solana. Penguins are basically tuxedo-wearing Pepes. Mid-tier liquidity, active community, and meme crossover potential that's begging for seasonal pump when it gets cold. These aren't endorsements, just the newest players on the ongoing battle for your liquidity and attention span. Only ever click the official hardware link in the episode description. Skip Discord promos, Twitter DMs, or meme giveaway hypes. Your keys remain sacred. Stack smart, stack daily, and I'll see you degens tomorrow.
I'm laughing at the banks like, yo, y'all overrated. I'm global with